I'm speaking with Cavin Graham, who lives in Georgia, and he was top 10 competitor for the Mustang Challenge, which was riding Vegas Showgirl. Wow, what fun. Of course, I'm an English rider, so I love the concept of Western. I have done some Western, but I like what you do in the Western world. I want to kick this off for our audience, for you to tell just a little bit about how you got involved with horses and how that led to you being devoted to the Mustangs.
I really got into them by accident. I didn't start riding until I was almost 30, and just happenstance into a situation that there were horses around and they needed trained. So I bought a bunch of books and videos, and that's pretty much how I got started.
I love it. 30, fabulous, really great. Okay, so for people to better understand, the Mustang Challenge is part of the Mustang Champions, but could you tell a little bit about what the Mustang Challenge involves?
Basically, you get an unhandled Mustang out of holding. With this particular competition, you had almost a full year to generate it and get it ready to compete. So, it's just a process that, it's like any other horse. It's just on a different timetable.
All right, talk a little bit about the horse that you chose, what it was like to train this horse, and what it was like to compete.
I signed up for it just kind of on happenstance. I've done several Mustang competitions in the past, but this one I just signed up on a whim, and I actually picked her for some leftovers from some other competitions that had already been picked. So I walked by and saw her and liked the way she looked, and just on a whim picked her up. She was pretty easy to train. She had a big no, but she didn't have a lot of, she never held a grudge about it. So she came along pretty well with the training. And competing in it was a different feel to be out in Las Vegas, in that arena. It's just, there's so much history there in it. So to be out there showing a Mustang in it was pretty special.
And, talk a little bit about, you said that she was pretty easy to train, but what was it like to actually, sort of get a Mustang to understand, now you're in a different place, you're going to like it, just give me some time.
Right. I always tell people they don't do anything normal horses don't. They just do them faster and harder. So it's really just, cutting that meal up into bites they can eat and giving them time to process everything you're asking. They're all different. She was one of the easier ones I worked with, but she's very, very accepting of the training.
Fabulous. Okay, so we know now that this is really an important event. It's not just for people like you who competed, but for anybody that wants to support it. And, you being 30, I think you said, right, when you started, that's,
Correct.
That shows it really can work for anyone. So share with our audience why it's so important to support this concept.
Well, it's the concept of it is important because there's a problem that we actually have a solution for. There are so many people that can train horses that this just brings to light. You can showcase them in a way that brings to light how trainable these horses actually are. And you can be a part of the problem instead of just, fussing about the problem. Be part of the solution.
Yeah, definitely part of the solution. And it's so true. Every single person that I've spoken to has said how, these horses are not what we think. They're so much easier to train. Well, I want to thank you very much for chatting with me. Do you have any last words you'd like to say?
I just encourage everybody to support it and come out and see it. It's a good destination to come watch a horse show and have fun in Vegas.
Well, I want to thank you again. And I am Diana DeRosa, reporting for the Equus Television Network.
Thank you.